The showdown between Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh and the woman accusing him of sexual assault could still happen next week. Attorneys for Christine Blasey Ford say she is willing to testify about the incident, but only if a number of terms are met. They have ruled out Monday, but they are leaving open the possibility she would testify even if the FBI does not investigate her accusations, as she first insisted. President Trump continues to support Kavanaugh, but says that Ford should be heard.
Why didn't somebody call the FBI 36 years ago? I mean, you could also say, when did this all happen? What's going on? To take a man like this and besmirch. Now, with that being said, let her have her say, and let's see how it all works out. But I don't think you can delay it any longer. They've delayed it a week already.
Let's bring in attorney Vinu Varghese and GOP strategist Ned Ryun. Guys, good morning.
Good morning. Good to be with you.
Good to see you. Vinu, I want to start with you on this issue. Now, one of her terms is that she wants no lawyers to question her. He cannot be in the room, and that she wants Kavanaugh to be questioned first. My question to you, Vinu, how can he be questioned before she gives her testimony to the committee?
I agree. She shouldn't be questioned. That shouldn't happen. She's the accuser.
So she should go first, right?
Absolutely,
Vinu?
absolutely. Okay. Look, people argue that this is not a criminal matter, but it is. She's accusing him of a crime. And under our Constitution, an accuser has someone accused has the right to face his accuser, and the accuser has to lay out the terms. So the this shouldn't be a partisan issue here. The Republicans shouldn't agree to that. Democrats shouldn't be pushing this. She's the one making the accusation. It's her accusation that has to be vetted. I mean, he's the one. Look, he has passed various FBI checks along the way. He's had 6 of them throughout his career working in government, being a judge. He's passed them all.
You know, it's interesting, too, Ned, because you could make the argument that maybe that the FBI, and Judge Napolitano made this argument on Fox Business yesterday, that the FBI should investigate. In fact, look at the cover of Time magazine right now, and this kind of shows you the political firestorm that we're in right now. If you look at this new cover of Time magazine, there's Clarence Thomas. I mean, it's just, basically, we're going back to the Anita Hill days. But what happened with Anita Hill, remember, Ned, is that she was investigated by the FBI. She gave a statement. Then when she did her public testimony, she contradicted herself. That is why Clarence Thomas had his name cleared and he went on to become a justice. This is different times.
But this is getting to the theater of the absurd, Cheryl. I mean, I've been through an FBI background check. When I was a political appointee at Air Force Public Affairs at the Pentagon, I had to get a top secret security clearance. These are not. These are deeply thorough investigations. They are literally sending FBI agents 5 hours one way. They are having conversations with all kinds of people from all walks of life, everybody that you've interacted with for years and years. And to have gone through 6 different FBI background checks and not once did anyone mention any of this, I'm just highly questioning an unsubstantiated, uncorroborated, vague allegation from over 35 years ago.
Right.
But let's really talk about what this is all about.
Politics.
The left is trying to delay what is inevitable, and they are terrified that originalists like Kavanaugh being on the court is going to take the court away from them, their favorite tool for expanding the administrative state.
But they are doing their due diligence, and I will say that the Judiciary Committee, Vinu, is doing due diligence, and they've been talking to witnesses. In fact, they tweeted out that not only did they talk once again to Judge Kavanaugh, they said on Monday they interviewed Judge Kavanaugh under penalty of felony. Democrats were invited. They didn't show up. But Vinu, to you, Mark Judge, they contacted him, and they obtained a statement under penalty of felony from him. Staff contacted a third person that was allegedly at the party, described by Dr. Ford, and they also got a statement under penalty of felony. I mean, what does this mean? I mean, what is the witnesses? How does that play into all of this, Vinu, from a legal perspective for Kavanaugh?
Well, they're either going to help him or hurt him. I mean, look, as far as whether it's political or not, sure, there's an aspect of it. That's not why I'm here, why I'm speaking about this.
Right.
Speaking as a criminal defense lawyer and a former prosecutor, you know, there's a process that has to be respected. And, you know, in this age, our court system is designed to challenge an accuser, right? The Constitution has put in the right to confront your accuser. And what's here is that if I were Judge Kavanaugh, I mean, I actually, he's making statements. I mean, the reality is, for him, he's in a precarious position because how do you disprove a negative? How do you disprove something from 35 years ago?
Well, you know what, Vanu? This is interesting because there's a new Wall Street Journal NBC News poll that has just come out. And Ned, you should take a look at these numbers because overall, those that support Kavanaugh, 34%, those that oppose, 38%, and probably not a big surprise, the difference between women and men is pretty clear with these numbers. Ned, this is having an effect.
Of course it's having an effect, but again, we've got to go back to, is this actually a valid excuse? And I think the thing that is a little frightening about all of this in a bigger sense, Cheryl, first of all, a lot of people are turning on their heads the entire basis of our legal system that someone is presumed innocent until proven guilty. Now we're just saying somebody's guilty, now try and prove yourself innocent. And I think the thing that's pernicious, too, is now that we've decided, and again, we'll see if there are any corroborating witnesses that come forward. So far, there aren't any. That we've decided that we will use anything possible, Democrats will, and I think they've shredded any last sense of decency.
Yeah,
they'll use anything like this.
Furious at Feinstein, furious right now, and he may have good reason to be. But Ned, we're out of time, but thank you both for being here. We're going to be talking about this next week as well. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.